Hello world, Justin Tucker here again, just continuing the video tutorial series on Drupal 7 convention and membership website. In this video, I think I'm going to kind of finish off creating content types for the different product displays, namely for, let's see here, product types, namely for, probably shirts and meals is what we'll do. So let me go add a new content type, and we'll call this shirt product display. And we'll go make another one called meal product display. Once those are added, we need to go back in and add some fields to them. So we'll go into the shirt, and I know I'm going to need the referenced registration event, so we know what event it belongs to. We're going to want to choose entity reference prepopulate so that it creates another link that looks like this. So we'll add a link to this list so that we can add different shirt products to this event. And just by doing that, that should have produced the other link. And it did. There's the shirt product display. I'm also going to add in the other field we created on the registration product display of the referenced product, which is here. I'm going to leave it as multiple values for the inline entity form. But in this one, the referenced product, we're only going to want to isolate to shirts. And we'll go ahead and configure this. Save that. And that's really the two primary things we need for our product displays in this use case. Going to finish that idea with the meal product display. And again, add those two fields. Again, just by doing that, actually, because I did not check the entity prepopulate, it will not add a link here. So that's why that checkbox is very important. And now since I checked that, it will show up. Now we have a meal product display. And then I'm going to add the product reference to this as well, but going to just isolate it to meals only. And we're going to save that. And there's my two other product displays for the different products. Now I'm going to change these displays to match up to the custom line item types that we created earlier for them, which is found under line item types. We have one for meals, one for membership, one for regular product, which shipped with Drupal Commerce, one for registration, one for shirts. And we're going to do this for meals and shirts. Now, again, I don't know if we're really going to be using them this way, but we're going to create the functionality all the same. And then if we go into the shirt product display, manage display, and the add to cart, we will choose the other line item type called shirts. And we're going to save this and hit save. Okay, so essentially what I think this did, and kind of what this video accomplishes, is it created all the other product displays and pretty much a nice collection of links which represent forms that we're going to engage with administratively, that when we fill out will begin to produce the unique content and scenarios and connections and relationships for everything that deals with this particular Conference 2018 Perfectly Optimized Annual Conference. All of these links, however, are going to follow the idea when you create a new one of these, a new instance of a registration event. These will always be here, and you can start filling these out as needed, which will then attach to this page in some way, which is kind of what we have going on with this view down here. So I'll make one little improvement, a very tiny improvement on this view. I'll tell the table to sort by type, and I'll actually go and hide the type field, and when we save that, you'll see it groups them by the type they are. So we've got 2 registration product displays, we have 1 registration event material, we have 1 photo gallery, we have 1 hotel and lodging. To get rid of that type colon, I just need to go tell this not to have a label. All right, and then that kind of separates them out. So we're going to extend this idea later to where we're going to want to have a very clean section of just the products to click for registration, a clean section of any downloadable material that we may want to further categorize by the taxonomy. Whoops, wrong site. Where'd it go? Upload type. Oh, that is the wrong taxonomy. It is the conference material type. So, these right now are the selectors we have. So maybe whatever section is going to have the downloadable material, we're going to further categorize it into these sections. That's another way that we could look at doing it. There's also the photo gallery, which again, we're probably going to want to show pictures, not just the title. However, if we click on this, we can go see the test gallery and the huge images inside of there. And we'll get to image presets and other layout considerations later. And so I think this is probably going to represent a pretty comprehensive list of things that you should be able to add to a registration event, the sub-events inside of it. Again, I'm not really sure the best way to use this. Maybe you could use this as a schedule. So you could put in, if there's 5 events on day 1 and 5 events on day 2, maybe you can fill this out 10 times and, produce a calendar somewhere on this page that basically shows the schedule of the conference. That's, a way you could handle that. Hotel and lodging information, self-explanatory. Meal product display is going to be just for the meals, and the next video will kind of fill more of these out. Meetings and minutes, filled out one of those. Photo gallery, did that. Registration event material, I believe we did that. Registration product display, that's what these 2 are right here. And then we've got the shirt product display. So next video we're going to add shirts and meals and kind of develop those 2 pieces out, get them added, which should again show down here. And then once we fill all of that out, we'll probably move into creating the different views so that these particular groupings of different content can look better and be displayed on the page in a more useful way. So anyway, if you are enjoying these videos, please subscribe. If you have any thoughts, questions, or comments, please reach out. Otherwise, that will conclude this video. I'll see you on the next one.